New Year's Day often comes with a sense of renewal, a fresh beginning, and an invitation to start over. The world, as the clock strikes midnight, bursts into celebration, and people around the globe make resolutions, plan new goals, and envision a version of themselves that will emerge with the dawn of the new year. Yet, not everyone feels this way. Some people treat New Year like just another day, waking up to follow their usual routine with no special significance attached to the date. To many, this might seem odd, even disconnected, but the psychology behind this behavior is far from negativity or laziness. In fact, it reveals a fascinating perspective on how the human mind operates, one that many overlook in the rush to embrace the fresh start mentality that comes with the changing calendar. For those who don't treat the new year as a turning point, the idea of a symbolic reset doesn't resonate with them. Psychologists refer to New Year's Day as a mental landmark, a psychological marker that encourages people to reflect, make resolutions, and change their behaviors. It's a date that symbolizes a clean slate, a chance to wipe the slate of past failures and mistakes and embrace the possibilities of a brand new beginning. This fresh start effect is powerful, motivating most people to set new goals, improve their lives, and strive for better health, wealth, or happiness. But for some individuals, this approach doesn't align with their mindset. They don't need the new year to motivate them to improve. Instead, if something in their lives needs to change, they will act on it immediately, regardless of the calendar. These individuals live with the belief that time is a continuous journey, not neatly divided into chapters. They don't wait for the new year to begin their journey of self-improvement. If something needs to be done, they start working on it now. For them, the calendar is merely a series of days, not separate sections of life. Another defining aspect of those who treat New Year's Day like any other day is that their motivation stems from within, not from the external excitement or pressure that comes with the symbolic nature of the new year. These people are often intrinsically motivated. Their drive to pursue goals, grow, and develop comes from personal standards and values. They don't need the collective excitement around the changing year to feel motivated. While many feel inspired by the energy of the season, these individuals do not derive their sense of motivation from social celebrations. Instead, they understand that personal growth isn't driven by grand gestures or New Year's resolutions. It's about ongoing consistency, discipline, and daily effort. They don't wait for a specific date to turn the page on their lives because they know that change doesn't happen because the calendar changes. It happens because they are consistently committed to improvement, regardless of what day it is. One of the most important things these individuals understand is how real, lasting change actually happens. They don't believe in the myth of overnight transformation. They recognize that habits and behaviors take time to develop and solidify. A single day on the calendar, no matter how significant it might seem, cannot suddenly erase old habits, old mindsets, or old patterns of behavior. Instead of setting themselves up for disappointment by pinning their hopes on the idea that January 1st will magically change everything, they take a more grounded approach. They trust the process of gradual transformation, knowing that true change takes time and patience. These individuals stay neutral on New Year's Day, not filled with overwhelming excitement or a sense of hopelessness. They don't buy into the hype because they understand that real progress comes from systems, routines, and commitment, not from symbolic moments or grand gestures. For them, consistency is the key to achieving meaningful change, and they focus on that consistency every day, not just on a specific day of the year. An essential quality that these individuals possess is emotional regulation. Psychology has long linked emotional maturity to the ability to regulate one's emotions independently, and those who don't treat the new year as something extraordinary often exhibit emotional stability. While many people get caught up in the celebrations, the excitement, and the cultural rituals surrounding New Year's, these individuals maintain a calm, measured approach. They do not attach strong emotions to events simply because society expects them to. They understand that celebration is a choice, not a requirement, and that emotional responses should not be dictated by societal expectations. To an outside observer, this calm might sometimes be mistaken for coldness or indifference, but in reality, it's a sign of mental stability. These individuals are not swayed by external events. They are able to maintain control over their emotions and avoid letting them dictate their behavior. They don't feel compelled to conform to the pressure of society's rituals, such as celebrating a new year with exuberance, simply because everyone else is doing it. For them, emotional stability is more important than fitting in with the crowd. They know how to regulate their emotions in a way that helps them maintain balance, peace, and focus. Finally, people who treat New Year like a normal day often have a long-term mindset. Instead of focusing on short-term excitement or a momentary goal, they think in terms of progress over time. For these individuals, every day matters, and every day is an opportunity to move forward. They don't look at January 1st as a special day that marks the beginning of something significant, because they are already engaged in the process of growth and self-improvement every day of the year. They measure their success by looking at the direction they are heading in over months and years, not by a single moment of celebration. To them, New Year's Day is just another day in the continuous journey of self-development, and they treat it no differently from any other day in their life. The idea of a fresh start on January 1st holds no special significance for them because they are already actively working toward their goals. Every day counts in their long-term vision, and they understand that success is about persistence, not about waiting for a symbolic date. If you resonate with this mindset, you may realize that your approach to the new year is quite different from what many people around you experience. And that's okay. In fact, it's a sign that you are someone who thinks independently, questions social norms, and values the deeper truths about human behavior. For these individuals, New Year's Day is just another day in the ongoing process of self-improvement and personal growth. They don't need a specific day to push them toward change. They are already making progress, step by step, day by day. And if you feel like your mind works similarly, you're not alone. There's a growing movement of people who reject the idea of waiting for a calendar to make meaningful changes. They understand that true transformation is about consistency, emotional regulation, and long-term focus. If this resonates with you, then you might find comfort and inspiration in the work we do here at The Known Sense, where we explore and understand the complexities of human behavior and psychology in depth. Our goal is to help you make sense of the world around you, to help you think critically, and to uncover the deeper truths that often go unnoticed in society's surface-level celebrations. Thank you for being part of this journey with us. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to The Known Sense, because your ability to think deeply and independently is what truly sets you apart.